Ethan Sanders, a name that resonates across financial circles, sits alone in the private dining room of the city's finest restaurant. His life, filled with multi-million-dollar deals and endless meetings, has always felt incomplete. Despite having everything, there's an emptiness that has lingered, one that he's tried to ignore for years. Dinner tonight is just another evening in the life of a billionaire, luxurious but hollow. But everything changes when he looks up and sees her, Lily, his ex-girlfriend, sitting at a table across from him. She is accompanied by three children who look remarkably like him. As Ethan surveys his surroundings, everything seems so perfect. He has the best view of the city, a gorgeous meal set before him, and everything is just as it should be, or so he thought. The encounter feels like a film playing before his eyes, one that he could never have expected. In an instant, the world he's known, the world of success, money, and luxury, shatters with a single glance. Flashbacks to love and lost the memories of his past with Lily flood his mind. Their love was the type that people envy, the kind where everything fell into place. They met in their late 20s, both rising stars in their fields. Ethan was on the brink of making it big, and Lily was an ambitious woman in the arts, a creative soul who always seemed to balance him out. But as their relationship progressed, the pressures of Ethan's career started to weigh on them. He could never understand why Lily suddenly withdrew, distancing herself from him and from their relationship. When they broke up, it was sudden, with no clear explanation. Ethan tried to move on, throwing himself into his work. But something about that breakup haunted him. He had never really received closure. Now, all these years later, he couldn't have imagined seeing Lily again, especially not in this context. The shocking sight of the children, but what truly leaves Ethan in shock is not just seeing Lily again. It's the sight of her with three young children who are almost identical. Their faces are like a mirror to his own features. The same piercing blue eyes, the same sharp jawline, the same confident, mischievous grin. Each child looks to be around the same age, no older than 6 or 7. His mind is immediately flooded with questions. Could these be his children? Ethan knows that something big is happening, something he's missed, something that could change the course of his life. He watches as Lily laughs with the kids, all of them so comfortable and happy together. And he can't help but wonder, how did he not know? Why wasn't he a part of this? Approaching Lily, an unspoken tension after several moments of indecision, Ethan finally stands up and walks toward her table. His heart races, unsure of what to say, but driven by an overpowering need for answers. As he walks, time seems to slow, and the chatter in the restaurant becomes a blur. When he reaches her table, she looks up, startled but not completely shocked. "Ethan," she says, her voice soft but full of a strange mixture of emotions. Ethan stares at her, almost frozen in time, his mind still reeling from the scene unfolding before him. "Yes, it's me," he responds, his voice steadier than he feels. "I wasn't expecting to see you, or them." He motions to the three kids, who stare back at him with curiosity. The kids' eyes are so strikingly similar to his own. At that moment, he feels a pang in his chest. Could these be his children? He hadn't even known Lily had gotten pregnant, let alone had 3 kids. Lily looks up at Ethan, almost as if she's searching for the right words. The silence between them is deafening, and Ethan's mind races, trying to piece everything together. Lily's children, each of them distinct yet so similar, look at him with wide, innocent eyes. It's almost as if they recognize something familiar in him, though none of them have ever met him before. The youngest of the 3, a boy with a mop of blonde hair, reaches out toward Ethan, his innocent expression making the situation even more surreal. The boy's hand stops just short of Ethan's sleeve, as if uncertain whether to touch him. It's this innocent gesture that shatters Ethan's self-control. His emotions flood him all at once. Anger, confusion, guilt, and an overwhelming sense of responsibility that Lily struggled. Why she kept the secret after a few moments of awkward silence. Lily speaks, her voice trembling. "They're yours, Ethan." The words hit Ethan like a punch to the gut. The room seems to spin around him as he struggles to comprehend what she's saying. His mind flashes to memories of their past, when they were young, when everything seemed possible. But now, there is only a sense of loss. Lily continues, explaining the circumstances behind her decision to keep the children's identity from Ethan. She talks about her fears, her struggles as a single mother, and the pressure she felt. When she found out she was pregnant, she made the difficult decision to raise the children on her own. At the time, she believed that Ethan was too consumed with his career to be a father. She didn't want to disrupt his life, and so she kept the children a secret. She did everything in her power to protect them from the complicated reality of their parentage. The emotional confrontation. Ethan's internal struggle. Ethan is shaken. His first instinct is to lash out, to demand answers, to question why Lily kept this from him for so long. But as he listens to her, a part of him begins to understand. She made a choice, one that at the time seemed like the right one. It's clear that Lily did not want to burden him with a responsibility he wasn't ready for. But now, years later, the truth has come to light. The children have a right to know their father, and they deserve a chance to form a relationship with him. That as the conversation progresses, Ethan's emotions evolve from anger to confusion, and then to a deep sense of responsibility. He looks at the three children, their innocent faces full of hope, and his heart softens. Despite his initial shock, he feels an overwhelming desire to be a part of their lives, to make up for lost time, and to be the father they deserved at an unexpected bond. The first steps toward fatherhood. Ethan begins to connect with the children in ways he never thought possible. There's a sense of familiarity in their smiles, in their mannerisms, and in the way they speak. It's as though they are an extension of him, a part of him that he never knew he was missing. He starts to spend more time with them, even if it's just small moments, learning about their interests, their personalities, and their unique qualities. The realization hits him. These children are his, and despite the years of separation, he feels an undeniable bond with them. But Lily's presence complicates things. Though there's a mutual respect between her and Ethan, there's also a lingering tension. Ethan struggles with his feelings for her, his unresolved emotions from their past relationship, and his desire to make things work for the sake of the children. As time goes on, Ethan works hard to rebuild his relationship with Lily and form a connection with his children. It's not an easy journey. There are moments of doubt, moments of friction between him and Lily, and moments where Ethan questions whether he's doing the right thing. But through it all, he becomes more determined to be the father his children deserve. He may not have been there for the early years of their lives, but he will be there now. The bond between Ethan and the children grows stronger with each passing day. They begin to look to him for guidance, comfort, and support. Ethan finds joy in the little things, helping his son with homework, teaching his daughters how to ride bikes, and being there for the important moments in their lives that Lily struggle. Will they ever be a family? While Ethan is committed to his new role as a father, Lily is uncertain. She has her own scars from the past, and though she sees Ethan's efforts, she's not sure if they can ever truly become a family again. She still feels the weight of their past heartbreak, and it's hard for her to let go of the pain. She's protective of the children, and she's cautious about the future. Can they rebuild what they once had? Will Ethan's presence in their lives be enough to overcome the years of separation? The future, a new family, a new beginning. As Ethan and Lily continue to navigate their complicated relationship, the children become the glue that binds them together. Slowly but surely, they begin to heal, both as individuals and as a family. The road ahead is uncertain, but there is hope. Ethan knows that he may never be able to fully make up for the lost years, but he's determined to create a future that's full of love, family, and opportunity for his children.